you guys along as I play with my journal. And this is a handmade journal, my first ever handmade journal that I made. And I really enjoy just playing and experimenting in this. The binding job is not the greatest, but anytime that I want to just explore and play with different textures, it has several different types of papers and backgrounds for me to just explore. I don't go in any order. I just kind of choose one that feels good, and then I begin to play. So here is the page that I've decided to start playing with, and I just washi tape the seam there. So hopefully the inks and things don't actually go on to other pages, but y'all know I don't really care if it does or not. And I also just play around with different things that are sitting on my desk. So different papers, collage materials that maybe are off of another project, and just kind of slap those down with my Yoo-hoo glue stick. Any type of glue or adhesive would be fine for this. I grabbed, as I was sitting there, a piece of deli paper caught my eye here off of a jelly print. And so just to kind of balance out, and that's going to be one of the things I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about, was the balance of the pink here, since I had the pink on the other side of the page. Just kind of balance that out. So if you don't know, I just hosted my very first art retreat, and I had an amazing time. Had some beautifully talented women who came down, and we rented a beach house, and it was 8 of us who stayed the weekend, and they came from all over California, Illinois, Texas, but it was great fun. So here I realized that I had actually glued down the page to the other piece, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. And the reason I tell you about the art retreat is we just really had a great time just exploring and playing and arting all day. And so one of the things that I noticed as I was going around, and people were asking me questions and getting stuck. That word came up quite a bit. And one of the things that I noticed that I do without even thinking about it is kind of balance my pages. So as you saw with the washi tape, I kind of went over that and connected it to the other page. All of these things kind of play into balance. And there you saw with the gesso, I actually just used the gesso to kind of blend everything in. And here I'm going to use Golden's pumice, ground pumice, I think is what it's called. And I'm going to explore a little bit with the Neo colors. And this is something that Golden actually supplied for all of the retreat participants. We got to play with some of the products that they sent. So thanks, Golden. And I just wanted to kind of use that with a brush, and then drying in between layers here. And then another thing that I noticed was I don't typically pick up the pencil whenever that was me doing a little silly dance, but I don't really pick up the pencil whenever I'm just doodling and scribbling, and it kind of creates a flow and a balance from a 2-page spread across. So that was another little tip that I shared in the retreat, and I never really noticed until that night we were journaling. So, and then using my Neo Color 2s here and activating those with water. I only have the 10 pack, but I've really been thinking about getting a few more of these Neo Color 2s. I really like the portability that they are, and they're just fun to play with. And then adding a little yellow to make it pop. And it kind of blended in and made a nice little green, but that's okay. I don't mind that at all. And really not thinking about where this is going, just kind of letting it happen. And listening to my music, I'm kind of dancing around. And this is a really cool piece of fun foam, I think it's called, that I found at Hobby Lobby on clearance, or maybe it was Michael's. But it came with all these different texture things, and I use it on my jelly plates And now I'm going in with a little bit of dry brushing. And dry brushing is super simple, just making sure you have a dry brush, of course. And I'm going back in with a little bit of gesso because I felt like the boldness of the dark pink at the bottom was kind of pulling my eye toward that area. So just pay attention and look at things in different angles whenever you're doing a journal page, and see where your eye gravitates to. I'm staying true to my two, and you can see I actually put the book up a little bit so I could look at it in a different way, but I'm trying to stay true to using the white space because I like how that looks, and then also using washi tape in the products that I have. And sometimes you just have to pause and look at the page and kind of see what you feel like it needs. And for me, I felt like it needed a little bit more yellow. And I felt like it needed probably some dry brushing with the acrylic so that it would not reactivate with the watercolor neo colors. And to me, the contrast of colors made the other colors just pop here. So I love these Dinah Wakely brushes because they're stiff. I really like how you can dry brush a lot with those. And then next I take some black India ink, and this is totally not something that I typically do because I don't totally love my handwriting, but I want to use more of me, and I felt like one of the things at the retreat where we were all doubting ourselves in, oh, I'm not sure, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do now. And the most important thing is just action. You don't have to love it. It's in your journal. You never have to show it to anybody if you don't want. But the India ink dried pretty quickly, and I wanted to make sure it was dry before I moved on. Now, in my opinion, looking back, hindsight's 20/20, and we just said we don't have to love it. I really think I overworked the page with this. I don't think it was necessary. Looking back, I probably would not have done the foam stamps here. I got a little carried away, and then it was too late. So there again, we learn. And one of the things that I thought about afterward was I really liked the way it looked before I did the stamps, but it's no big deal. And here I'm just going to scribble with the pen and bring out the bold, be bold, and the arrow there. I think it needed just a little bit of scratchy doodles and stuff, so I did that around there. And then I'm going to go back and do a little bit of journaling. And guys, that's pretty much it for this page. I want to encourage you to explore and be bold. And if you would give me the hands up, I mean, not the hands up, but the thumbs up.